there, and thank you for joining me for our live webcast at Syngenta Flowers in Gilroy, California. My name's Amy Gard'ner, Seed Product Manager, and I'm here to take you through our brand new seed introductions for 2021. This year, Syngenta Flowers is excited to introduce 4 brand new series, as well as 17 improvements and color additions to our existing lineup. I'll first take you through our new seed series and then touch on our most notable single variety additions. First up for our new series, we have a brand new interspecific begonia called Bowler. Bowler is the first bronze foliage interspecific begonia which boasts beautifully contrasting white flowers against dark chocolate leaves. Bowler exhibits a unique mounded branching habit, which is slightly less vigorous than our top hat series and just perfect for premium hanging baskets. Similarly to our top hat series, Bowler is easily controllable and fits nicely into a variety of formats, including efficient, highly marketable 306 packs. Bowler is a standout variety which has bowled over visitors to trial gardens everywhere, as it's seen here by its performance in the landscape in Miami, Florida. Next we have the highly anticipated series, Endurance Interspecific Marigold. Endurance is the very latest in triploid breeding and brings game-changing potential to the marigold market. As a cross between African and French, Endurance exhibits the very best of traits of both. Starting first with the flower quality, Endurance boasts fully double flowers that rival the size of an African marigold, and they're displayed on a tidy, full French marigold habit. Growers will enjoy the quick, near French marigold finishing and will be able to turn out a premium product in record timing. Retailers will enjoy this eye-catching, high-quality plant which works well in upgraded planters and other premium formats. Lastly, the end consumer will enjoy its incredible garden performance, including fantastic heat tolerance and ever-blooming masses of color due to the sterile flowers and non-stop flowering. Endurance is available in yellow, orange, and the intriguing bicolor Sunset Gold. Next we have Sparkler 2.0 Cleome. Sparkler 2.0 is an upgrade to our popular Sparkler series, which has long been used in harsh, super hot climates to add color and height and beauty to the landscape. To quote the breeder Todd Perkins, Sparkler 2.0 is the very first high-performance dwarf Cleome that pumps out a ridiculous number of flowers all season long. Sparkler 2.0 is 10 to 15% more compact than the original Sparkler, making it easier to fit into standard retail containers such as gallons and larger formats. With increased branching comes greater flower power. If that wasn't enough of an upgrade, take a look at the increased vivid pigmentation of the blooms, creating bold contrast to its dark green foliage. Be sure to note the deep purple color as an addition to this offering. Lastly, Sparkler 2.0 seed does not require priming. This is a streamlining attribute that will greatly increase availability for this hard-working landscape product. The last new series to join the Syngenta lineup is Trinia Highlight. Highlight is another fantastic heat-loving addition. It was bred under the most extreme conditions to ensure optimal garden performance. Highlight has excellent basal branching and short internodes, which fill the pot quickly, creating a full canopy of color and resist stretching in the pack. The 6 colors have a very close flowering window and are the earliest flowering series on the market to date. Highlight has performed beautifully in both grower and landscape trials across the southeastern U.S., and its garden and pack performance will provide growers and landscape alike with many solutions to improve the efficiency of their programs. Moving on to some of the more notable improvements and additions to our existing seed assortment, I'll now take you through some of the exciting single new varieties. First up, we have Bossa Nova Night Fever Rosso. This is the second dark leaf variety to join the Bossa Nova series, which is the only series of seed-raised Boliviensis to have a full spectrum of colors to choose from, including dark-leaved options. Over the years, Bossa Nova has become known for its controlled habit and its shorter internodes. These characteristics allow for a greater versatility in the variety of growing formats, improved shippability, and longer shelf life. Bossa Nova excels in a variety of climates, including high heat, and performs well in direct sun. In addition to Night Fever Rosso, we also have a new yellow that offers improved branching and a better plant habit to better match the rest of the series. Next we have Top Hat Scarlet Improved. Top Hat boasts the largest blooms in its class, with 20% larger blooms than the competition. It also offers a more controlled plant habit, which fits beautifully into a variety of containers, including 306 packs. Scarlet Improved offers increased flower size, as well as a bit more vigor to better match the rest of the series. Be sure to check out our point of purchase materials designed to make these beauties fly off the shelf. Next we have Cora Cascade Apricot Improved. I don't think anyone can argue with the fact that Cora XDR and Cora Cascade have completely changed the F1 Vinca market. Cora Cascade is the only F1 trailing Vinca, and more importantly, the only trailing Vinca with high levels of disease resistance to multiple strains of aerial Phytophthora. Because the disease quickly mutates and evolves, it's incredibly important to continue breeding and screening under the harshest lab and field conditions. This way, we stay ahead of the disease and are thus able to maintain the performance that growers and landscapers have come to rely on. In addition to elevated disease resistance, Apricot Improved offers a better flower form, with overlapping large petals that maintain well in high heat, as well as a more evenly mounded and trailing habit for the best landscape coverage and most impressive hanging baskets. Need something else to fortify your heat-loving and drought-tolerant assortment? Look no further than the Big Kiss series of Gazania, which offers giant, eye-catching blooms on full bushy habit. This year we have a new orange flame and an improved yellow flame, bringing even earlier color to this impressive season extender. Last, but certainly not least, we're very excited to expand the Free Fall series of trailing pansies with these two exciting new colors. Known as the most grower-friendly option in this class, you can take advantage of Sundown as a perfect addition to your fall assortment, and White Rosewing as a sweet addition to your spring lineup. Free Fall's earliness and growth habit make it perfect for use in both seasons, and with its superb heat and weather tolerance, I've yet to find a location where it does not outperform the competition. Be sure to check out all the colors now available in both the Free Fall and Free Fall XL series. Well, that about wraps it up for new seed introductions from Syngenta Flowers. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Please tune in again at 1 p.m. Pacific time to see our new vegetative varieties presented by my colleague, Amy Briggs-Maka. Thank you for joining us, and see you soon.
Hi everybody, thank you for joining us for our live webcast webinars at CAST 2021. Amy was great showing us our new varieties, but she's been pulled away by a customer, so I've got our next seed expert here, Mike Murgiano, Senior Product Manager, to answer a couple questions that we've got about our new seed varieties for this year. So thank you, Mike, for stepping in at last minute notice.
My pleasure.
So our first question, I think, is a really good one. One of the things I'm the most excited about in our new seed range. It says, what's so great about Endurance, Mike?
Oh man, where do I start? Everything. Good. I mean, this product is wonderful, you know, and Amy covered, I think, all of the key points there, but it's, you know, it's just, I think it's all about how great it is for the consumer. I mean, this thing just flowers constantly in the garden, has big, fat flowers that just look great all summer long. So I think that's probably what's the really great thing about it. But, you know, I mean, it's also so good easy for the grower to handle. So it's, you know, it's a real bulletproof plant. It's fast flowering. It doesn't have any day length sensitivity like African marigolds have. So it's, you know, and it's easy to grow, premium product, and have something that looks great at retail and in the garden.
Wonderful. I know that my retailers are always looking for something colorful in the fall. Would Endurance work in a Day of the Dead program?
Absolutely. Again, you know, that day length neutrality going into the fall. So, you know, you want to have a large flowered item. So you can grow French marigolds for a Day of the Dead, but, you know, what kind of impact is that? You want a nice big flower on it. So African marigolds are a little more difficult traditional African marigolds. They're sensitive to day length. Endurance has no day length sensitivity. Still creates a nice big plant under the warm summer conditions as you're growing, or early fall conditions, and you'll have flowering no problem for a Day of the Dead, and nice big flowers with high impact.
Marigolds are such a hot consumer item, so we're just so pleased to have something that's really premium in our range. One of my top favorites of our whole cast season this year. Another great question that's coming in about our bowler interspecific begonia from seed. What's the difference between bowler and top hat?
Well, you know, we had a lot of internal discussions when we launched Bowler whether we should just call it Top Hat Bronze. So the two are sister series or brother series, whichever way you want to look at them. The reason why we decided to create a separate series for Bowler in the bronze leaf class is that it's a little bit later flowering than Top Hat is, as most bronze leaf interspecific types are. And it has a slightly different, a little more compact and branching habit on it. So that as a result, it's still a super great, vigorous variety, great in landscapes and great in baskets, but just slightly different. So that way growers know how to handle them slightly different and position them a little bit differently when we need to. But it still works great in packs up to baskets, just like Top Hat. Still has a nice controlled habit on it, and still has largest flowers in this class.
I love it. I think it's such a beautiful bronze color. Works super well in combinations as well. We've got a great question about the Power Series that we have. One of our power brands at Syngenta Flowers is Top Hat. This year we've improved our Scarlet. Tell us a little bit about what that improvement is.
So Top Hat Scarlet is the main improvement, two improvements on it.
Okay.
So those both being one being for flower size and the second being for a little bit more plant vigor on it. So as you know, our Top Hat begonias are up to 20% or more larger flower size than the competition. Scarlet was at the lowest end of that range.
Sure.
So now the Scarlet flower size fits right in with the rest of the series, so making the series much more uniform in the way it appears, especially if you're making combos of the three or four colors that we have in the series. And it also, that little extra vigor, it was the most compact of the series. Again, a lot of people like Top Hat because because of the color range. You have the scarlet, you have a white, you have a rose bicolor, and you have a pink. So you can make mixed color combinations of them. And now with that little more vigor on the scarlet, it even fits even better into those combos.
That's wonderful. I know that Top Hat is a really versatile product. Where can our customers go to get good information about how to grow Top Hat?
We have a ton of information on Top Hat, so please visit our website. We have our Grower Success Guide. We've put a lot of effort into explaining how to get optimal germination out of Top Hat. It's a little bit different than some of the other interspecific begonias out there. So we have all kinds of information on our website and from our best-in-class tech team have put together for you. So please use those resources.
Wonderful, thank you. The next question we've got in the queue for you, Mike, is what is the improvement from the original Sparkler Cleome series to now the new Sparkler 2.0 series?
So there are two improvements on it. One is that Cleome traditionally requires priming on the seed, and our new 2.0 doesn't require priming. So that, from a grower perspective, means that it's just a little easier for us to supply more seed of it. But also the grower does still have to, Cleome has some specific requirements for germination, and we still ask growers to follow the recommendations in our culture guide on it. So that's one, it doesn't require priming anymore. And then the second improvement or upgrade is that Cleome, the Sparkler 2.0 is about 10 to 15% more compact than the old Sparkler. And just makes it a little bit easier to grow, more controlled, a little more controlled habit, better branching on it. So, we still recommend you growing. It can be grown, in smaller containers, but, really shines is in a larger patio type container for summer, late season, kind of summer sales. And it just makes it a little bit easier for you to ship, manage it, grow it, manage it at retail, get it home into the consumer's garden in those larger formats with that little bulkier plant habit underneath it, and a lot more branches.
Beautiful item in those big showy containers, and just a really big stunner in the summertime.
Absolutely, and it's one of those products that a lot of home gardeners aren't really familiar with. So this allows, in this new format, it allows more growers and retailers to get it out to consumers. And when they see it, they're like, wow, what is that? That's so cool looking. It also is great, for pollinators. I mean, the attracts a lot of interesting stuff to your garden in the way of wildlife and pollinators. So just a great product that I hope we'll see more of now with these 2 upgrades that we've made within the Sparkler.
A lot of retailers ask, what do you have out there that's large for the garden? So this is a really good item when you need a little extra size in the garden. So I'm into this one for sure. I love it very much. Let's see, we've already got a Trinia that's called Duchess. What is new about the new Highlight Trinia?
Yeah, so our Highlight Trinia series is all new breeding, completely new. We bred it under the really harshest of conditions. It's bred at our in India, actually, and oh man, when we've gone to evaluate this product there, oof, it's not only the food.
Hot.
It's not only the food that's hot. It is, man, is it hot there. So I mean, they're really pushed under the hottest, most humid conditions. Compared to Duchess, it has a more controlled, compact plant habit on it, and really tolerates those heat conditions. Duchess is already great in the heat, but it just takes it to the next level compared to Duchess. There's a unique color in Highlight, and it's just a great versatile product for heat, for shade. So I hope people try it out.
Very good. Last question. This one's just for fun, Mike. We heard about Amy's favorite new varieties for this season. What's your new favorite?
I don't know what Amy's new favorite is, so maybe we'll have the same answer, or maybe we'll have something different. I'll preface with, hate's a strong word. I never had a strong affinity for marigolds, but I have to say, Endurance, man,
Changes the game.
I've filled my front garden with Endurance this year. So I'm the guy who would never have a marigold in his garden. Well, it's filled with Endurance. It's so nice. So that's my favorite.
Good answer. Thank you, everybody. That's all the questions that we have for you today. So thank you for joining our live webcast webinars, and we hope to see you at our next one. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.